Hi, welcome to Sue Marie P. Today I'm going to share with you Austrian pancakes. They're known as Kaiserschmarrn, which means emperor's mess, I think. Anyway, so the first time I tried these were 8 years ago up on top of a mountain in South Tyrol. They're a favorite amongst hikers and skiers in winter. They're chopped up pancakes made with eggs, and often the Austrians put raisins in them, but I've made them so many times here at home without raisins, and that's my preferred way of doing it. If you'd like to know how to make Austrian pancakes known as Kaiserschmarrn or chopped pancakes, torn pancake, come with me and let's see. The first step we need to do, I've separated my 4 eggs. I've got the egg whites here in a bowl. We just need to pour them in. We need to whisk them for a few minutes until we have the egg whites all fluffy and we have little peaks forming. So I'm just going to pop them on medium. While it's mixing, I'm going to turn on my little hob. So my egg whites are now whipped and formed. So I'm just going to remove this beater. We're going to swap them out and pop them into another bowl. We're popping them into the bowl and then we need to mix everything else together. We're going to add our 4 eggs that were separated. Apologies, my egg yolks split on me today. Put the paddle beater on and I've got my hob preheating. So I'm just going to turn that down and I'm going to add some sunflower spray just to the base. You can add butter or a little bit of oil. Now I've got 125 mils of milk. I'm using oat milk today because that's what I prefer. I'm going to add 125 grams of spelt flour. We've got 50 grams of sugar. If you want it to be sugar-free, you can leave that out. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. This is just my little tweak because I love cinnamon in everything. A pinch of salt. And then we're going to mix that together. And to top it off, when we serve it, I've got some raspberry jam here, or you can do fresh raspberries or any other berries. Or I've even done it with stewed apples, which is really delicious. And you sprinkle some icing sugar. So I'm just going to help that along with my spatula. That stage doesn't really need that long. The other thing is, if you didn't want to add the cinnamon, you can make them without cinnamon as well. I just like having cinnamon in everything. So now we need to fold in our beaten egg whites into the rest of the mix. And that just takes a little while. You can see here, we're just mixing the egg whites. You don't want to mix it too much because you don't want to ruin the fluffiness of the egg white. And once it looks like you've got most of the egg whites mixed in, we need to pour some of the batter into our fry pan that's been heating up. Just make sure all the mix down the bottom is gone. I think we're just about there. Into our fry pan. I don't usually measure it, I just help it along a little bit, and then we let it cook for a few minutes on one side, and then when you see the bubbles start appearing, then we flip it over and then we leave it for another 30 seconds and then we start chopping. I don't do perfect chops. Some other people out there make their Kaiserschmarrn or Austrian pancakes with little pillows that look perfect, but I prefer just the torn method. And there's other people that recommend using 2 forks. Because I'm using a non-stick pan, I always use my plastic spatula. Caution, if you flip it too early, your batter goes everywhere, and I've made that mistake, and then it makes everything a mess. So we've now got a golden pancake. Just need to seal the bottom of that. I can smell the cinnamon. And then we start chopping. So I usually go from the middle and then just start chopping. Just hold this sliding on the induction hob. And then once it's chopped, you just want to toss it around to make sure it's all evenly cooked. And then we just flip it out and remove it. So I'm just going to cook another one, and I'm going to zoom the camera over so you can have a look. So we'll pour our mixture out again, just spread it out. So you can see a close-up of the pancake, and that's the one I've already made. So we need to flip it over. Whoops. I've cooked this one a little bit too much, I've burnt it. So when you're at home, don't burn it like I've just done. Just going to add a little bit more spray, and I'm going to make another one close up, and I'll try not to burn it. Got our little bubbles starting to appear. Let's just check it on the side. Yeah, it's looking good. So let's try and flip this without splitting it. I've just split it. Let's give it a few more minutes. Let's go, Sue. Ready, flip, and let's start chopping. I think children would really like eating these as a fun breakfast idea. Okay, they look pretty good. So there we have it, our Austrian pancakes, or Kaiserschmarrn, all cooked. So to serve it, I've got my little duster. So we dust it with icing sugar. So it's like snowing. If you want to have less sugar in your diet, don't do this, but it just looks really pretty. And mine's not coming out. Let's help it along a bit. So we have dusted icing sugar. Let's have a big snowstorm. And then my favorite jam, I use this French jam, raspberry jam. So we're just going to spoon some on the side. So there you have it. Austrian pancake, Kaiserschmarrn, ready for eating. Let's do a taste. They've started to go a little bit cold, but they're, I like that they're light and fluffy, and being in little parcels, they're super easy to eat. And I even like them cold the next day without anything on them. They're a nice little snack to have with my coffee. I hope you like my Austrian pancakes today. And it's Shrove Tuesday this coming week. So if you'd like to try making these for a change, give it a go. They're super easy. If you've liked what you've seen today, let me know in the comments below. I'd really like your feedback. So just drop me a little line to say, I've liked them, or great video, or I don't know, add more cinnamon next time, or add more fruit, anything, or just to say hi, thank you. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my new videos. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Bye.